we all want good-looking buildings. They catch our eye and make a statement, but good design is about more than just looks. It's about creating spaces that enhance our lives. It's about making buildings that work well and don't break the bank. That's design efficiency. It's about sustainability and long-term benefits. Think of it like buying a car. You want something that meets all your needs. You want something stylish, sure. But style alone isn't enough. You also need it to be reliable, fuel efficient, and fit your budget. It has to be practical for everyday use. A fancy sports car might turn heads, but it's not practical for everyone. Buildings are the same. They need to serve their purpose. A fancy design might look impressive, but it can mean higher costs, wasted materials, and even problems with the building's function. It's not always the best choice. That's where efficient design comes in. It's about smart planning and thoughtful execution. It's about finding that sweet spot between aesthetics, functionality, and cost. It's about building smart and creating spaces that truly work for us. Over-design in architecture is like putting a 1,000 horsepower engine in a family sedan. It's using more than you need, which leads to waste and inefficiency. In simpler terms, it's when a building is designed with unnecessary complexity or extravagance. This could mean using overly complicated structural systems, excessive high-end materials, or intricate design elements that serve little practical purpose. Remember, a well-designed building should meet the needs of its users in a practical, efficient, and cost-effective way. Over-design often misses this mark. So how can you tell if a building is over-designed? It's not always easy to spot, but there are some clear indicators that can help you identify when a design has gone too far. Here are a few things to look for when evaluating a building's design. Overly complicated shapes. While unique shapes can be interesting and visually appealing, excessively complex forms often mean higher construction costs and potential structural issues. These designs can also be more difficult to maintain over time. Excessive use of expensive materials. Using top-of-the-line materials everywhere might look luxurious, but it's not always necessary. Sometimes it's just overkill and can lead to budget overruns. Balance is key. Unnecessary features. Buildings with a lot of bells and whistles that serve no real purpose are often over-designed. Think grand atriums in a small office building or complicated lighting systems that are rarely used. These features can add to the cost without providing real value. Ignoring functionality. A building that prioritizes aesthetics over the needs of its users is a clear sign of over-design. For example, a museum with poor flow between exhibits or a library with limited natural light. Functionality should always be at the forefront of any design. Section 4, Case Studies, Examples of Over-Design versus Efficiency. Let's look at some examples. Over-designed, the CCTV headquarters in Beijing, China is often cited as an example of over-design. Its unique, angular shape, while visually striking, led to complex construction challenges and high costs. Efficiently designed, the Bank of America Tower in New York City is a great example of efficient design. It incorporates sustainable features, maximizes natural light, and uses a simple but elegant design, minimizing waste and maximizing functionality. Remember, efficient design doesn't mean sacrificing aesthetics. The Bank of America Tower proves that a building can be both beautiful and functional. Section 5. Keeping it real, tips for practical and efficient building design. Here are some tips to ensure your building project prioritizes efficiency and practicality. Focus on functionality first. Always start with the building's purpose and the needs of its users. This ensures that the space is not only beautiful but also serves its intended function effectively. Keep it simple. Simple, clean designs are often the most efficient and cost-effective. They reduce unnecessary complexity and make maintenance easier in the long run. Choose the right materials. Select materials that are durable, sustainable, and appropriate for the building's purpose. This not only helps in longevity but also in reducing the environmental impact. Don't overspend on materials where it's not necessary. Allocate your budget wisely to ensure quality without breaking the bank. Maximize natural light. Good use of natural light reduces the need for artificial lighting, saving energy and creating a more pleasant environment. It also has positive effects on the well-being of the occupants. Work with experienced professionals. Hire architects, engineers, and contractors who prioritize efficient design and sustainable practices. Their expertise can make a significant difference in the outcome of your project. Remember, building a good building is like building a good house. It requires careful planning, attention to detail, and a focus on quality. It needs to be functional, well-built, and stand the test of time. Durability and practicality should always be at the forefront of your design considerations. Don't get so caught up in the fancy details that you forget the fundamentals of good design. Always balance aesthetics with functionality to create a space that is both beautiful and practical.